Hello viewers, welcome to the lecture series of SSC Quantitative Aptitude. This is your tutor Keshav Agarwal and this lecture on simple interest. In this lecture, we are going to solve 24 previous year questions on simple interest. So let us get started with the first question. A person lent certain sum of money at a rate of 6% per annum on simple interest, and the interest received in 13 years is 220 rupees less than the sum lent. What was the sum lent? So let us have a look over the solution. Time is given to be 13 years and the rate of interest is given to be 6%. So let the sum is x. So according to the question, SI is equal to x minus 220. So that means x minus 220 is equal to x times of 6 into 13 upon 100. So this is a simple interest. So we have 100x minus 22,000 equal to 78x, and when you simplify this, you will have x equal to 1000. Therefore, required result will be 1000. The option correct here is option A. Question number 2. What is the maturity value of 7416 at the end of 3 years at 8.30% simple interest? So let us have a look over the solution. Principal amount is equal to 7416 and the rate of interest is 8.33, or we can say 25 upon 3%, and the time is 3 years. So the maturity value will be principal amount plus interest received. So interest received is principal into rate into time upon 100. So the maturity amount will be 7416 plus 7416 times of 25 upon 3 into 3 upon 100, which is equal to 9,270. So the option correct here is option B. Question number 3. Simple interest received on sum is 4 upon 9 of the sum. So the number of years is equal to the annual interest of rate, annual rate of interest. So what is the annual rate of interest? So let us have a look over the solution. The simple interest received on a sum is 4 upon 9 of the sum, and the number of years is equal to annual rate of interest. So the formula to calculate simple interest I on the principal amount P with the rate of interest R and the time period T in years is equal to I equal to PRT upon 100. So let the principal amount be P and simple interest will be equal to 4 upon 9P. So this is given in the question. So let the number of years be R and it is given that T equal to R. So annual rate of interest is equal to R. So SI is equal to PRT upon 100. So this implies that 4 upon 9 times of P equal to P into R upon 100. So that means R square is equal to 400 upon 9. So R is equal to 6.66%. So the option correct here is option B. Question number 4. How much time will it take for an amount of rupees 450 to yield 47.25 rupees as interest at 3.5% per annum of simple interest? So let us look over the solution. An amount of rupees 450 to yield rupees 47.25 as interest at 3.5% per annum of simple interest, let time be T. And 47.25 is equal to 450 into 3.5 into T upon 100. So T is going to be 4725 upon 1575. So the T is 3 years. The option correct here is option C. Question number 5. Simple interest on sum for 3 months at the rate of 15% per annum is rupees 600. What is the sum? Let principal is equal to P. So as per the question, 600 is equal to P times of 15 times 3 upon 12 into 100. So P will be equal to, when you rearrange this equation, P will be equal to 600 into 12 into 100 upon 15 into 3. So P will be equal to 16,000. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 6. A sum of money at simple interest amounts to rupees 800 in 3 years and to rupees 900 in 4 years. The sum is. So let us have a look over the solution. Let the sum is P. So the simple interest for 1 year is going to be 900 minus 800, that is 100. And the simple interest for 3 years will be 3 into 100, that is 300. So the amount is equal to the sum plus simple interest, and 800 is equal to P plus 300, and P is equal to 500. Therefore, required result will be 500 rupees. So the option correct here is option C. Question number 7. A sum of money at simple interest amounts to rupees 610 in 3 years and to rupees 650 in 4 years. So the sum is. Let the sum is P, and the simple interest in 1 year will be equal to 650 minus 610, that is 40. So in the 3 years, interest will become 3 into 40, that is 120. So the amount in 3 years is equal to the simple interest in 3 years plus the sum. So 610 is equal to P plus 120. So P is equal to 610 minus 120, that is 490. Therefore, the required result will be 490. So the option correct here is option D. Question number 8. The sum becomes rupees 5,400 in 4 years at the rate of 20% per annum on simple interest. What is the sum? So let us have a look over the solution. Let the sum is P. So the simple interest will be P times of 20, that is rate, into time, that is 4. That upon 100, that is 4P upon 5. And it is given that the total amount becomes 5,400, which is equal to sum plus simple interest. The sum is P and simple interest is 4P upon 5. So when you simplify this, you will have 5400 times of 5 equal to 5P plus 4P, and P is equal to 3000. So the required result will be 3000. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 9. A sum of rupees 600 becomes 840 at simple interest in 4 years. In how many years will the sum of rupees 1500 amounts to rupees 2100 at the same rate of simple interest? So let us have a look over the solution. The simple interest is equal to 840 minus 600, that is 240. So the 600 into 4 into R upon 100 is equal to 240. So the R percent rate is equal to 10%. So now let us look at the second part of this question. The sum of rupees 1500 amounts to rupees 2100 at the same rate of simple interest. So the simple interest is 2100 minus 1500, that is 600 rupees. So the time is to be computed. So we have formula simple interest equal to PRT upon T, PRT upon 100. So it will be 1500 principal into time T into 10, that is rate upon 100 equal to 600. So time T is going to be 4 years. The option correct here is option D. Question number 10. A sum of money at simple interest amounts to rupees 5,704 in 3 years and to rupees 6,072 in 4 years. The sum is. So the amount in third year is given to be 5,704 rupees and amount in the fourth year is given to be 6,072 rupees. The time difference is 1 year. The simple interest in 1 year will be 6,072 minus 5,704, which is equal to 368 rupees. So the simple interest in 3 years will be given by 3 times of 368, that is 1104 rupees. So we know amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. So amount is 5,704, simple interest is 1104, and the principal is unknown. So principal will be equal to 5,704 minus 1104. So the answer is 4,600 rupees. The option correct here is option C. Question number 11. A man of rupees 21,850 amounts to rupees 28,623.50 in 5 years and the rate of simple interest. The rate of percent is. So simple interest is given to be 28,623.5 minus 21,850. So that is equal to 6,773.5. So that will be 66,773.5 equal to 21,850 into R into 5 upon 100. So that means R is equal to 6.2%. So the required rate of percent is equal to 6.2%. The option correct here will be option C. So what will be the ratio of simple interest earned by certain amount at the same rate of interest for 8 years and 20 years? So let us have a look over the solution. For 6 years, simple interest is equal to 6 into R into P upon 100. So which is equal to 6 RP upon 100. So for 15 years, put R equal to 15. So simple interest will be 15 times of R into P. We put time equal to 15. So it will be 15 RP upon 100. So the ratio of simple interest will be 6 RP upon 100 upon 15 RP upon 100. So when you simplify this, you get 100 get cancelled, RP get cancelled. So this goes 2 times, this is 3 times, 2 5 times. So this will be equal to, ratio will be equal to simple interest 2:5. So the option correct here will be option B. Question number 30. If a certain sum of money becomes double of itself in 3 years 6 months at simple interest, then what will be the annual rate of interest? So let us have a look over the solution. So 3 years 6 months means 7 by 2 years, and let us suppose the sum of money that was invested is P, and now it is 2P after 7 by 2 years. So the interest will be 2P minus P, that is P. So P is equal to P into R into 7 upon 100 into 2. So R is equal to 28.57%. So the option correct here is option B. Question number 14. A sum of rupees 14,500 will become 16,675 in 36 months at some rate of simple interest. What is the rate of interest per annum? So let us have a look over the solution. Simple interest is 16,675 minus 14,500. So simple interest will be equal to 2,175. So that means 2,175 is equal to principal that is 14,500 into rate into 3, that is time, upon 100. So rate will be equal to 2,175 into 100 upon 14,500 into 3. So R is equal to 2,175 upon 145 into 3. So R is equal to 5%. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 15. Simple interest on sum of 8 months at the end of 8% per annum is rupees 240. What is the sum? So let us have a look over the solution. Given simple interest is equal to 240 rupees and the rate of interest is R, which is 8%, and the time period is equal to 8 upon 12, that is 2 upon 3. So the simple interest will be PRT upon 100. That means 240 equal to P into 8 into 2 upon 100 into 3. So the sum P is equal to 4,500 rupees. So the option correct here is option D. Question number 16. The simple interest on a sum for 5 years is rupees 7,590. The rate of interest for the first years is 6% per annum and for the next 2 years is 14% per annum. So what is the sum? So let us have a look over the solution. Simple interest is equal to 7,590 rupees. So the total rate of interest will be 3 times of 6% plus 2 times of 14%, that is 46%. So the simple interest will be equal to PRT upon 100. So 7,590 is equal to P into 46 into 1 upon 100. So the principal will be 16,500 rupees. So the option correct here is option D, 16,500 rupees. Question number 70. A principal of rupees 16,000 is invested at simple interest of 4 years. If the per annum rate of interest is 20%, then what will be the amount after 4 years? So the solution, the principal is 16,000, time is 4 years, and the rate of interest is 20%. So the simple interest is given by PRT upon 100. So just substitute the values. We will have 16,000 into 20 into 4 upon 100, that is 12,800 rupees. So the principal plus simple interest will give us 28,800 rupees, that is total amount. So the option correct here is option B. Question number 18. A certain sum of money becomes triple of itself in 8 years at simple interest. In how many years it will become 5 times of itself? Let us have a look over the solution. Let B sum assume the principal is X, then the interest become 8 in 8 years is 2x and the rate of interest is R. So 2x is equal to x into 8 into R upon 100. So R is equal to 25%. So now the principal became 5x times, then the interest will be 4x in t years and the rate of interest is 25%. So it is 4x equal to x into 25 into t upon 100. So t is equal to 100 into 4 upon 25, that is 4 times 4 equal to 16 years. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 19. A is given to be 6,000 rupees and is invested at simple interest of 5 years and annual rate of interest is 15%, and B is 5,000 rupees and is invested at simple interest for 2 years and the annual rate of interest is 20%. What is the ratio of interest earned by A and B respectively? For scheme A, principal is 6,000 and time is 5 years. So the rate of interest is 15%. So the simple interest PRT upon 100 is 6,000 into 15 into 5 upon 100, that is 4,500 rupees. So for scheme B, simple principal is equal to 5,000, time is 2 years, and the rate is 20%. So simple interest is PRT upon 100, that is 2,000 rupees. The ratio of interest earned in A and B is 4,500 is to 2,000, which is 9 is to 4. So the option correct here is option B. Question number 20. A simple interest received by a person in 10 years on principal of rupees 8,500 is 180% of the principal. What is the annual rate of interest? So the solution, simple interest is equal to 180% of the principal. The total time will be equal to 10 years. So the rate of interest is equal to 180% upon 10, which is 18%. So the option correct here is option D. Question number 21. A sum of rupees 3,500 is lent out at simple interest in two parts. One part at the annual rate of 7% and the other part at the annual rate of 5%. So if the total annual interest is rupees 210, then what is the sum lent out at the rate of 7%? So let us have a look over solution. Let the sum of P be lent out at rate of 7% and 3,500 minus P lent out at 5%. So as per the question, P times of 7 times of 1 upon 100 plus 3,500 minus P times of 5 into 1 upon 100 equal to 210. So when you simplify, you get 7P plus 17,500 minus 5P equal to 21,000. So 2P is equal to 3,500. So P will be equal to 1,750 rupees. The sum lent out at the rate of 7% is 1,750 rupees. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 22. Rohan borrows a certain sum at simple interest. Rate of interest is 3% per annum for the first 3 years and 4% per annum for next 5 years and 6% for next 7 years. If he paid rupees 2,485 as interest, then what is the sum borrowed? So let P be the amount borrowed. So according to the question, total interest is equal to P into 3 upon 100 plus P into 4 into 5 upon 100 plus P into 6 into 7 upon 100. So we have P equal to 3,500 rupees. So the sum borrowed is 3,500 rupees. So the option correct here is option B. Question number 23. If on a certain sum, the simple interest for 2 years is 1,200, then what is the simple interest on the same sum for 5 years if the rate of interest remains unchanged? So let us have a look over the solution. The interest for 2 years is 1,200. So the interest for 1 year will be 600. So the interest for 5 years will be 600 into 5, that is 3,000 rupees. So the option correct here is option C. Let us now have a look over question number 24. In what time does a sum of money amount to twice of itself at simple interest of 10% per annum? So let the principal be X. Now according to the given question, amount becomes twice the principal. That means amount is 2x. So we know amount is equal to simple interest plus principal, and 2, that means 2x equal to simple interest plus x. So simple interest is equal to 2x minus x equal to x. So now we have simple interest equal to x and the rate of interest is 10%. That means simple interest equal to PRT upon 100 will give x equal to x times of 10 into t upon 100. So x and x get cancelled. So we have t equal to 10 years. So the option correct here is option A. So thank you very much. That would be all for this lecture, and I'll see you in next class with some more questions on simple interest. Thank you.